Hey everyone, welcome back to Go Kick Me. Today we have another Indiegogo project. This is the Moon by One Ring, which bills itself as the world's coolest smart home system. All-in-one smart hub, security camera, stable levitation, and 360-degree vision, event direction detection. It's a mouthful. Event direction detection. So as you can see from the picture, it is a levitating webcam that goes over a base station, and this base station is actually, or the smart hub, actually can do a lot of things besides transmit your pictures to the internet. It actually has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and an IR blaster, and can be used to control smart appliances and not so smart appliances in your home as well. So it's kind of like a base station for all your smart devices integrated in with a web camera that, oh by the way, just happens to levitate. So kind of the kitchen sink in there. They decided maybe they couldn't decide between doing one or the other, so they decided to do both. So anyway, let's take a quick look at their highly polished video.
Introducing the Moon by One Ring, the world's first smart camera to defy gravity. The unique stabilized levitation technology, coupled with advanced wireless resonant charging capability, allows the Moon by One Ring to not only endlessly levitate above its stand, but noiselessly rotate in any direction with a simple swipe of your finger, leaving no...
So that's pretty cool. Basically, it not only does it levitate, but it recharges itself with wireless charging. So, basically induction charging. So that's pretty cool. I guess it can just stay at that normal height. It doesn't have to lower itself down. But it's kind of a, I guess, set it and forget it kind of thing. And on top of that, they mentioned later in the video, you can actually do wired charging. So you can pick that camera part up, take it into the other room, keep filming stuff, and then even if the base station isn't there or it's broken or you want to use it, you want to recharge it without having to take it back, there's a USB-C plug on the back. So you can keep going even without the base station and the wireless charging.
No spot unnoticed. We have equipped the camera with the latest generation full HD CMOS sensor.
So good
with
quality video,
combined considerably more light
lens. So someone asked, actually they did a Q&A, can it rotate up and down, which it doesn't. It just rotates left and right. Obviously the magnets and stuff would have to change. It would have to be a lot more complex if it was going to do X and Y tilting as well as rotating. So in this case, you don't need it though, because I have a wide-angle lens. So in some of these pictures they show here, literally the thing can look ceiling to floor. So there's very little need for a pan and tilt part on top of the rotation. So the video is pretty good. It shows how you can use it to monitor. You can have events.
We have also integrated, so you'll not only One Ring, a natural.
You can use it for teleconferencing. You can use it basically as a computer webcam that's remote. So you can power up Skype and use it as the video source for that. It's all pretty cool. These videos are very well produced. So whoever did the video production, hats off to you guys. I always get kind of snarky when they have stuff like this.
For over 2 years, our team has been dedicated to designing the Moon with a single goal in mind.
It's very marketing. Oh, look, we're getting the pen and pencil out and we're doing it the old-fashioned way. Just to make you feel like, oh, this is a real product that was designed by hand and whatever. Nobody used a freaking compass to design this thing, I can tell you that much. Last time I used one as an engineer was in high school drafting class, I think. Maybe in freshman year, I think we had a engineering design drawing class, and that was probably it. And that was in the early 90s. Okay, so I think new students don't even touch this shit. So it looks good in the thing. Maybe makes you trust them more, feel more comfortable with the quality, but not exactly realistic.
Zigbee and Bluetooth.
These are the different standards that it uses to control smart devices. So if you have a thermostat or whatever, anything new, it should probably be able to handle it. And
with a beautiful parallel flexibility in building or expanding your very own smart home or office.
Program different things as long as they have kind of smart interfaces.
The Moon by One Ring has temperature, humidity, CO2, and light sensor integrations. So it will not only notify you whenever it's a good time to let in some fresh air or turn on the air conditioner, but it can share this information with other smart home devices. Additionally, thanks to its integrated IR blaster, the Moon by One Ring can also control your legacy appliances like the air conditioner, stereo system, or television.
So for me, this is one of the things that sort of it's a really good ad. I know a lot of devices, like, forget about the Amazon Tap and the Google Home, they haven't done this, but it's a pretty good feature that differentiates this device. In Asia at least, almost everybody has one of these air conditioner things that uses a remote control. So I don't have to go out and get a smart thermostat or some other kind of smart device to control my home. I already have one of these things in there that uses an IR received remote control. So suddenly now I can use this device to turn those things on before I get home, for example. Yeah, it can turn on your stereo system so it sounds like somebody's home. Let's say if you're on vacation, you want to have the TV come on once a day for an hour, just so people think you're at home. Weird things like that. Anything that uses remote control, a traditional kind of remote control with an IR, can be used. So here in Japan, where I am right now, we have like this light can be turned on and off with a remote control too. So that's actually pretty handy. So kudos to whoever decided to put the IR blaster in beyond just the Wi-Fi chipset. Okay, so yeah, I could go through this. There's a lot of random features, like because it uses magnetic levitation, it actually has a magnet in it, so you can stick it on any kind of metal fixture, which means that it sort of fits into the idea of using these cameras beyond just the base station. So let's say maybe I wanted to have a video chat in the dining room and the base station's in my bedroom. I can just carry it over, stick it on a lamp, and my wife, who's on the other side of the world, could see me eating dinner or whatever, have a chat with me. So, it's nice to actually have that flexibility. And this is one thing where having the levitating kind of smart moon thing that has some magnets on it, and they also make a clip, I think. You can see it down here somewhere. This thing, a base station to put it on. These are just nice features which sort of bring it beyond what you see elsewhere. So
for your home and office. Support our project and make the dream of a truly flexible and easy-to-use smart home come one step closer.
Ooh, pretty cool. So like I said, very nicely done video. They've worked with some professional crowdfunding marketing people, it looks like. Obviously, well done, and it's really paid off. So 264,000, and I think since I started this video, when I looked at it at first, it was 261 or 262. So it's actually growing while I'm sort of working on this video. And they're way over, they're basically 6 times their original goal of $45,000. So this thing is definitely happening. There's 9 days left. I'm sure it'll probably pass 300, 400,000 by the time it's done. So kudos to the One Ring team. They list themselves in Wilmington, Delaware, but clearly if you look at the team down at the bottom, there are actually a bunch of Armenian guys and some Russian guys, I guess. So say hi to the guys in Yerevan who have been working on this, I guess. They definitely don't want to miss that one. Some of this is a bit cheesy, as I said, but pretty well done. And they get the point across. Overall, yeah, you have to decide if you're okay with baby monitors and whatnot. Streaming video from your house to the cloud. They say enterprise level encryption, but take that with a grain of salt. Nothing's perfect. Edward Snowden has proven that no matter what the encryption, somebody knows how to break it. Let's see. So yeah, the rewards. Let's talk about the prices too. So you can just get the camera for $150. The early bird price on the base station and camera basic system is $224. That's pretty decent. It's not the cheapest webcam that you can find, but even this is not the cheapest webcam you can find. But for the features and the fact that you get the control stuff in the app, and one key thing to note is they say no monthly subscription fees, and you'll get free upgrades for life, I guess. So that's a big bonus, because some of these guys, at least, maybe if you buy it on Kickstarter, it's free, but if you buy it at the store, it's gonna have a subscription fee. So that one for me is a real big turn off. These guys claim, at least, forever and ever, you'll never have to do it. So they can upgrade the app in the future, and maybe even the firmware on this thing, and it should be free. That's pretty good. You can get also some bundle where you get an extra camera, etc. So because they're doing so well, they've actually put in some reach goals, I guess, stretch goals that have been reached. So now you can choose the color. They have some bonus things. You can get some free stuff if you refer the most people, things like that. Kind of all bells and whistles. That's extra, but the key thing is they're doing really well, and I think the likelihood that this thing should come out pretty soon. I think, what's the target date? March. I think it's March 2018 is the target date. Even if they're a little bit late, that's pretty fast. So I think you can live with there it was, March 2018. So even if it doesn't come out for 6 months, it's probably no big deal. I think most people can live with that. So anyway, that's the Moon by One Ring. Check it out on Indiegogo.com. Check out the link below. If you have any questions, if I got anything wrong, if you're from the One Ring team, hello, please feel free to leave a comment. If you are a Kickstarter or Indiegogo crowdfunding project and you'd like us to cover your project, please leave a comment or go to our About page on YouTube and give us a message, and we'll be happy to take a look at your products. Okay, see you guys next time here on Go Kick Me.